Hello everyone, hope you're enjoying your 4 days off. Trevor here from Double Bill Movies. And so the other day I saw a video from Jeff from Films at Home in the US. And he had seen a video where someone talked about how Blu-ray was sucked, basically. Now he follows this channel and he really likes this channel. He likes the guy who does the channel. So I think it was a little bit tongue-in-cheek, but anyway, he did a counter argument why Blu-ray doesn't suck. So this kind of got me thinking. Obviously I have my series, which is still only 2 episodes in. Come on Trev, sort it out. Called How Physical Media is Made. I'll link the 2 episodes down below if you want to go and check those out. So this is kind of a supplement video. Basically, I shot it yesterday and I just briefly talk about some of the things that Blu-ray offers. And I think only now, bearing in mind this goes back to sort of 2007, 2008 when Blu-ray sort of really took off. I know it was sort of started in 2006, but it kind of officially got launched a couple of years later. And you know, only now here in 2022 are companies like Arrow just starting to utilize some of the features that are available. Anyway, no point in waffling on about it here. Here's the rest of the video. Enjoy. Right, so I just watched a video from Jeff at Films at Home in America. And he basically did a video as a counter argument to another channel, and his counter argument was why Blu-ray isn't crap, or doesn't suck, or whatever the Americans say. This I just decided I would like to extend on that and kind of explain to you some of the features that Blu-ray offers. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you have discovered some of the options that are available. But if not, hopefully I can give you some insight into why these discs are actually much cleverer than we think. So this is Wally, as you can see. This is the Blu-ray. And when I was working in the industry, when I was working at Testronics, one of our clients was Disney and Buena Vista Home Entertainment, which are a Disney distributor. But this scene coming up here, so there's a newspaper on the floor. So if you're watching this in English, as this currently is set to, then the text on the newspaper is going to be in English. But if you're watching it in a different language, like Dutch or German or something, then normally you would have to put up a subtitle. So, as you can see, that was in English. So, if I now wind this back, past the newspaper, let me pause it, bring up the pop-up menu. I mean, that's an amazing thing that was kind of invented for the Blu-ray, are these pop-up menus. So, as you can see in the corner there, the film is still running. Well, it's not still running because I paused it. But if I hadn't paused it, or if I press play, the film is still going, but I have the menu that I can access all the features on the disc at. Let's bring up the pop-up menu again because I want to use it. So if I go down to setup, I select audio options and I scroll down to, let's just go with French, shall we? Now, as you see, the box has changed. Now I'll explain why that happens in a minute. So let's just wind it back. Let's get rid of the pop-up menu. So now we are watching the movie in French. So what's coming up next, as I said earlier, you've got the newspaper on the ground, and as we saw, the text was in English. Now if we look at it, the text is something different. And there we go, newspaper in French. Now, and that's in French too. So, do you think that they basically did an entire new movie? Well, no, that would take up way too much space on the disc. So what that was, you've just seen, and if I change it to Dutch, or Netherlands, and we can go back and do the same again. That was seamless branching. Now, I've noticed recently that Arrow have started to do seamless branching, but bearing in mind, Blu-ray came out in sort of officially sort of worldwide 2007, 2008. That's quite some time ago. So, have many of these companies, there we go, and there it is in Dutch. Same scene, same time code and everything, and that's also in Dutch. Now obviously it won't translate absolutely everything, it will only be plot relevant material, and obviously by and large is by and large, so that's just going to be the same. But so if I just let's go back to the English, and audio options. You know what, let's go to top menu. Let's not use the pop-up menu. Let's get out the feature and we'll go to top menu. Top menu will take me back to the main menu. I'll explain what that is in a minute. So here we are in the main menu. So yes, that was seamless branching. And I do wonder if these movies where there is multiple cuts, let's take the most infamous one, Star Wars. It's been ripped to shreds. It's been, by some people's standards, completely ruined. I think it has been ruined a little bit, but I will still love it and I will still watch it. But most of us want to see the original version. Now, some of the scenes they can actually cut directly out because they are added in, but when you've got things like swapping out Hayden Christensen for or was it Sebastian Shaw, who played the original Anakin Skywalker, what you could do is you could give a menu of your edit choice, say, and they could use this branching, seamless branching technique for you to pick what you want to keep in, what you want to take out. And I'm pretty sure that this would be a feasible thing. Now, the reason I say that is because I had a DVD of Enemy at the Gate with Jude Law, the World War II, also Ed Harris is in it, and I got a special edition version that had some deleted scenes which were not added back into the movie, but there was an option, and this is on DVD, there was an option that you could select play with additional scenes. And what would happen was a logo would come up on the screen, and if you pressed enter, it would branch off to the scene somewhere else on the disc, and it would play that. But of course it's not seamless, and obviously the quality was not the same as the main feature because it's a deleted scene. And we all know that deleted scenes don't look as good. I mean, a lot of them do now because of high definition and Blu-ray and the technology available to do it. So I think they could use seamless branching to essentially allow us to watch the films in the version we want to. So instead of there being, you know, 6 or 7 cuts of the film, another example would be Arrow's Don't Go in the House, where there's actually over the 3 discs, I think there's 7 cuts in all. Some of them I think will use seamless branching, and the fact that you could, as long as it's the same length, seamless branching is fine. But if you're starting to add in extra scenes, then it might have to be a different cut. But the technology's there, and I swear someone could write the JavaScript to allow that to happen. Now, what I want to do, so I'm going to press stop. So, now you're thinking, oh, why have you done that, Trev? So, resume is sometimes, you know, if you want to go and get a cup of tea and you press stop or you press pause or whatever, But if you press stop, you used to be able to press play again and the movie would resume. But as you saw, a little white spinning disc earlier, and that was called a Java load screen. And as I just mentioned, JavaScript, I don't know that much about it, but it is on these Blu-rays and it allows the menus to work the way they do. Without it, you could only have simple DVD type menus. Now, that little drawing of Wally is what they call a metadata card. And generally only Sony players, I think, have the option to show them. Mainly these PS3s as well. So if I go back into the movie, I want to show you something else about Disney films. Not Disney films, Disney discs. So if you've got your favourite Disney disc and it's got hundreds of trailers at the beginning and all sorts of warnings and this, that and the other, and you're sick of watching them, I'm going to want to show you a little trick. So we've got what we call our initial selection menu. So of course I'm going to pick English because I'm English and I do not understand French or Netherlands or Vlaams. Now the Vlaams one would just be subtitles. It won't be an audio because, as you saw, there's only 4 audio streams on here. So I can actually skip this disclaimer. So you press your skip button. That's the 2 little arrows with a line in front of it, and I can skip the warning too. That was a rule that Disney and this this commentaries disclaimer also can be skipped. So that speeds things up a little bit. Now, on this screen here, if I press my top menu button, it should go directly to the main menu. And that's the Java load screen that I told you about. On some of your players, you may see it spin for ages, or you may see it not spin because the player's not quite capable of demonstrating that Java load screen as smoothly as this, these PS3s. So when I was at Testronic, the PS3s, you know, we had to do most of our testing on those because they were by far the fastest machine. So I'm going to press stop again, just to show you that you know, we can't resume, but there is actually a resume function once you get into the main menu. So I'll press enter again, and let's skip these warnings. Now, as I said in my How Physical Media Made episode 1, it's different for different labels, different studios. So this is the initial selection menu. So if you want to go back and watch episode 1 and then perhaps cross-reference with this, if you want to get a little bit geeky, then feel free. So initial selection menu. So let's skip that. Let's skip that. Let's skip that. Now, instead of pressing top menu, I'm just going to skip through the options. So there's that. I can skip that. I think I must have skipped twice earlier. So I can skip that. Is there anything else? Is there any other trailers? Yeah, there's another trailer. So I can skip that as well. So this is one way of basically getting to your movie quicker. But as I've shown you earlier, there's an even quicker option. That's by pressing top menu, but you can't do it from the warnings. You have to wait for that on home video screen. And on the DVDs, there is also an on home video screen. That is the one where but you can't skip the Java load screen. But you can skip. Oh no, sometimes you could actually skip the menu intro. No, I wonder actually, because I'm pretty sure you should be able to skip that menu intro. Some of them are longer than others, so that was quite a short one. But of course, on these Disney discs, if you want to see everything you missed that you just skipped after you've watched your film, then you just go to the sneak peeks, and that's generally most of the trailers. But I bet you now, let's see, if I press play movie, why has it not given me the option? Oh, You can skip this as well, see? It's not quite behaving the way I expected it to. So if I skip in to the feature, if I then stop and eject the disc, now if I put this back in, it should, once we get to it, have remembered where I was in the film, and it should allow you to resume your film, but obviously once it's gone through the warnings and everything. So the warnings are there by law. That was one thing we had to look out for, that if they weren't there, invariably there wouldn't be any mistakes in them, because obviously it's just one slate that's created, and then the same slate is used for every disc. Obviously there's slates in different languages, so we don't know every language in the world, so we can't completely tell if it's correct, but someone would have proofread them. Can you scan these? See, scanning, you can't scan them, but you can skip them. So we have our heading. Oh, I can top menu from that. So basically, I think once you've got past the warnings, the legal bit, you can top menu. Or you're always going to get your Java load screen, like I said. So let's not try and skip or scan this or anything. As we know, it's just very short. That's a Star Wars sound there, I think you'll find. Come out of the Lucasfilm archives. So press play. Play movie with Geek Track. See, that's also there'll be seamless branching in things in that, and CineXplore. Playing the movie with these extra features. So there's a commentary there, but then a trivia track where something will come up on the screen, and you'll be able to press enter on your remote, and it will take you off to a little video, a little bonus item. So not only are there bonus items here, and I don't have to press enter to get into this menu, I can just navigate sideways. Oh presto, Bernie is brilliant. So you can navigate, and now if I navigate left, it closes the menu. Same with scene selection. If I navigate right, and there's no, so you just keep going down. Obviously that's pretty simple. Setup menu, again, I don't have to press enter, just navigate right. Now maybe you can't see that, but if I show you on my remote, so obviously enter would be the middle, but if I press the side, navigate that way and navigate that way, yeah, so I am a little confused. So I've gone up here. What have I gone up here for? Ah, I think I found an Easter egg. Oh, I have found an Easter egg. Geekorama.
This is Pixar's geek homage, you know, it's like
total menus. Oh, that was also the new name for the top menu on, well, actually no, for this menu, the main menu, let's say, was total menus. That's the terminology we had to get used to. But then also, because top menu essentially is the first menu on the disc, so top menu on this disc would be the initial selection menu. Yeah, I am a little confused as to why, when I've been playing the feature, it's not giving me the option to resume. So anyway, that is just a little quick video on a couple of things I've learned, and if I can think of any others on any other discs, then I shall perhaps do another video. This is just a little supplement to my how physical media is made. Anyway, yes, I'm here. So please like and subscribe, and I shall see you again soon. Take it easy.